What if I told you there's something that happens in your brain after exactly 17 minutes of deep relaxation that Dr. Joe Dispenza discovered in his laboratory, and it changed everything we know about manifestation? Your prefrontal cortex lights up 300% more than normal, creating a measurable electromagnetic field that literally magnetizes opportunities, people, and circumstances in your direction. Your cortisol levels drop 23%, while DHEA, the manifestation hormone, skyrockets 100%. And here's the most incredible part. This happens automatically when you stop doing what 97% of people do wrong. This is the story of Jennifer, a 36-year-old marketing executive from Austin, Texas, who discovered this exact scientific protocol after 2 years of trying every manifestation technique that existed without success. Forced visualization for hours, mechanical affirmations, vision boards, nothing worked. Until she applied this method for just 18 days and manifested the promotion she'd been chasing for 2 years. Dr. Joe Dispenza has documented over 12,000 cases like Jennifer's through brain scans and electromagnetic field measurements. What he discovered goes against everything you've learned about creating your reality. Because while everyone is struggling, forcing, and striving to achieve their dreams, there's a small group that gets impossible results by doing exactly the opposite. In the next 25 minutes, you'll discover not just what happens in your body and in the quantum field when you apply this protocol, but the exact scientific method, minute by minute, that Jennifer used to access what Dr. Dispenza calls the quantum vortex of manifestation. You'll understand why your previous attempts failed and how to fix that today. If you feel you arrived here for a reason, if something inside you knows there's a better way to create your reality, leave the word "I allow" in the comments and subscribe to the channel, because what you're about to discover might be the missing piece to transform your dreams into physical reality. Jennifer had been trying to get promoted to marketing director for almost 2 years. She worked overtime constantly, stressed about every meeting, lost sleep thinking of strategies to impress the CEO. This is exactly where I saw the problem that thousands of people face. Jennifer was trying so hard that she had created a giant energetic barrier around her desires. It was like trying to force 2 magnets of the same polarity together. The more force she applied, the more they repelled each other. I explained to Jennifer what Dr. Joe Dispenza discovered about brainwaves. When we're anxious or forcing results, our brain stays in survival mode, a constant state of stress. In this state, it's literally impossible to access the infinite field of possibilities that exists around us. Jennifer told me later that this explanation was like a light turning on. I finally understood why the harder I tried, the more frustrated I got. But when we truly relax, something magical happens. Science shows that our brain shifts to frequencies of creativity and intuition. It's in these frequencies that miracles become natural, synchronicities appear, and the impossible becomes possible. Jennifer was about to discover this in practice in a way she had never imagined. During the first week of our program, I taught Jennifer a specific technique that Dr. Dispenza developed through years of research with electroencephalography equipment. "Breathe slowly," I said, inhaling for exactly 5 seconds and exhaling for exactly 5 seconds. While maintaining this rhythm, direct your attention to your physical heart region. Visualize that you're breathing through your heart. Jennifer was skeptical at first. "How can something so simple make a difference?" she asked me. That's when I explained what happens in the body during this practice. When you relax this way, your heart and brain enter what's scientifically called psychophysiological coherence. This creates a harmonious electromagnetic field around you that works like a super powerful antenna, transmitting your intentions to the quantum field with total clarity. The next part of the technique was what really transformed Jennifer's experience. "Now," I continued, "activate an authentic emotion of gratitude. Not thoughts about gratitude, but the real bodily sensation. Connect with a specific memory where you felt deeply grateful." Jennifer chose the moment when she got her first job in marketing at age 24. She could feel again that joy, that relief, that sensation of infinite possibilities opening up. During the first 10 days practicing this combination of rhythmic breathing, heart focus, and gratitude feeling for just 10 minutes every morning, Jennifer began noticing subtle but significant changes. "It's hard to explain," she wrote to me, "but it's like I'm seeing my work with new eyes. Situations that used to make me anxious now seem like neutral information I can use to make better decisions." What Jennifer didn't know is that she was literally reprogramming her neurology. Dr. Dispenza discovered that when we achieve this state of coherence, our cortisol levels, the stress hormone, plummet up to 23%, while DHEA levels, the vitality hormone, increase up to 100%. It's not just a subjective feeling of improvement, it's a measurable biological transformation that reorganizes how our body responds to the world. But here's where Jennifer's journey got really interesting. During the third week, something radically changed in her approach to work. "I simply stopped forcing," she told me in a call. "Instead of working 12 hours a day in desperation mode, I started working 8 hours in inspiration mode." Jennifer had discovered, without consciously realizing it, that when we relax deeply, the activity of the default neural network decreases significantly. It's as if an invisible barrier between conscious and subconscious dissolved. It was during a 40-minute meditation session, a practice she had never been able to do before due to lack of patience, that Jennifer had the insight that would change everything. Instead of continuing to try to impress to get the promotion, she began imagining herself already in the director role. But here's the crucial part. She did this completely relaxed, as if she were simply remembering something that had already happened. "It was the strangest feeling," Jennifer described to me. "I could see myself leading strategic meetings, making important decisions with total clarity, and everything seemed so natural, so real." What Jennifer was experiencing is what happens when the subconscious, which controls 95% of our behaviors, can't distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you relax and imagine your desires as already fulfilled, your subconscious accepts this as truth and automatically begins reorganizing your entire life to match this new reality. During the following 2 weeks, colleagues began commenting on a subtle but noticeable change in Jennifer. "You seem more confident," said one colleague. "More natural in the leadership role," observed another. Jennifer wasn't trying to be different. She was simply being who she had become during those deep relaxation sessions. Exactly 18 days after this internal approach shift, her CEO called her for a meeting. "Jennifer," he said, "I don't know what's changed in you these past few weeks, but you're radiating a natural leadership that I had never noticed before. We want to offer you the director position." Jennifer called me that same day, laughing almost incredulously. "It's almost comical," she said. 2 years of forcing and nothing, 3 weeks of relaxing and everything aligns perfectly." But Jennifer's transformation was just beginning. Dr. Dispenza has documented that people who consistently operate from these elevated states experience changes that go far beyond professional achievements. In the following months, Jennifer began noticing synchronicities in all areas of life. "It's fascinating," she told me during our 3-month follow-up conversation. "Since I learned to truly relax, it's like I'm living in a different reality. Relationships flow better, opportunities appear naturally, even my health has improved significantly." What Jennifer had discovered is what Dr. Dispenza calls entering the quantum vortex. It's a state where you become like a super powerful magnet for everything aligned with your vibrational frequency. Imagine you're in a pool trying to catch a beach ball floating in the water. If you move frantically, creating waves and turbulence, the ball will constantly move away from you. But if you stay completely still and relaxed, the ball naturally floats toward you. This analogy made complete sense to Jennifer when she began applying the same principle to other areas of her life. Last month, she told me about an experience that left her completely fascinated. During a 25-minute meditation session, Jennifer had an extremely clear vision about expanding her career into international consulting. It wasn't something she had consciously considered before. "I specifically saw a presentation I would be giving to European executives," she described to me with impressive detail. "I could feel the energy of the room, hear the questions they would ask, even see details like the color of folders on the conference table." Jennifer was experiencing what Dr. Dispenza discovered happens during a specific neurological window, between 17 and 34 minutes of sustained coherence, where the brain enters a state of accelerated synaptic reorganization. Following this internal guidance, Jennifer began researching European companies that could benefit from her expertise, but in a relaxed way, without desperation. 3 weeks later, she received an unexpected invitation for a 6-month consultancy with a German company, exactly as she had visualized, including surprisingly specific details she had seen in meditation. What impresses me most, Jennifer reflected during our last conversation, is that these opportunities appear when I'm relaxed and confident, not when I'm desperately chasing them. She had intuitively understood something that Dr. Dispenza spent decades studying. When we achieve deep states of relaxation, we literally access what quantum physicists call the zero-point field, a field of infinite energy and information where all possibilities exist simultaneously. Jennifer transformed her morning routine into a non-negotiable practice based on this understanding. Even before checking emails or thinking about the day's agenda, she told me, I spend 15 minutes feeling gratitude for the perfect day that's unfolding. It's amazing how this practice aligns my energy with opportunities I didn't even know existed. What she intuitively developed is exactly what Dr. Dispenza recommends, a daily practice of anticipatory gratitude that neurologically programs the brain to recognize and attract aligned experiences. But perhaps the most transformative aspect of Jennifer's journey was discovering that true relaxation isn't passivity, it's active alignment with a much greater intelligence. I thought relaxing meant not caring about my goals, she told me. Now I understand it means trusting that there are forces much greater than me working to manifest them in the best possible way. Jennifer had learned to distinguish between doing and flowing. Doing comes from the conditioned ego, the part of the mind that believes it must force all results through linear effort. Flowing emerges from connection with our higher wisdom, which understands that we're part of a universal intelligence. I still work with purpose and determination, she explained, but now it's from inspiration and clarity, not fear and desperation. When you're in authentic flow, as Jennifer discovered, right actions arise naturally at the right time. Perfect words appear in important conversations. Key people cross your path exactly when you need them. It's as if the entire universe is actively collaborating to manifest your highest goals, because in reality, that's exactly what's happening when you learn to relax deeply enough to feel this underlying current. The deepest transformation Jennifer experienced was recognizing that she didn't need to force anything at all. She didn't need to prove her worth to the universe. She didn't need to be perfect before deserving her dreams. Relaxing deeply doesn't mean giving up on my dreams. She perfectly summarized our last conversation. It means finally trusting that they're already mine. And when you trust in that way, they have no choice but to materialize in your physical experience. Jennifer had discovered the secret that Dr. Dispenza documented through over 12,000 verified cases. The universe doesn't respond to what you desperately want. It responds to the quality of energy you consistently emanate. And when you truly relax, you automatically emanate the frequency of someone who already possesses everything they desire. This isn't New Age wishful thinking. It's applied neuroscience. It's lived quantum physics. If Jennifer's journey resonates with your soul, if you feel you arrived here for a specific reason, leave in the comments, I relax and trust. This simple affirmation will energetically anchor this new understanding in your life. And if you want to continue deepening this discovery of science-based conscious manifestation, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications, because here we explore the deepest aspects of conscious reality creation. The last thing Jennifer told me continues echoing. You already are everything you're looking for. You just need to relax enough to recognize that truth. And now you have exactly the same tools that completely transformed her life.